ready to use. Okay, and the glue gun is ready. Okay, here we go, folks. We're going to do it. Oh, we need this up here, though. We're going to glue it. I don't think you can see me down here, so we're going to move the camera down a little bit. Want glue all along there. Along here. Along there. Okay, set that up. Going up, we need this poker to poke that in carefully. We got it. Now we're going to get the dihedral gauge set up. This thing down and even. Scrapage. Put the tape on. And now we're going to hold it. We're going to get another goop off of there, and we're going to hold this down. The dihedral gauge is good. Holding it down. I don't know what the bottom looks like, how much glue squirted out, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to hold it here. We're just holding it like this. I hope ready to use. Okay, and the glue gun is ready. Okay, here we go, folks. We're going to do it. Oh, we need this up here, though. We're going to glue it. I don't think you can see me down here, so we're going to move the camera down a little bit. Want glue all along there. Along here. Along there. Okay, set that up. Going up, we need this poker to poke that in carefully. We got it. Now we're going to get the dihedral gauge set up. This thing down and even. Scrapage. Put the tape on. And now we're going to hold it. We're going to get another goop off of there, and we're going to hold this down. The dihedral gauge is good. Holding it down. I don't know what the bottom looks like, how much glue squirted out, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to hold it here. Ready to use. Okay, and the glue gun is ready. Okay, here we go, folks. We're going to do it. Oh, we need this up here, though. We're going to glue it. I don't think you can see me down here, so we're going to move the camera down a little bit. set that up. Going up, we need this poker to poke that in carefully. We got it. Now we're going to get the dihedral gauge set up. This thing down and even. This is a great bridge. Put the tape on. And now we're going to hold it. We're going to get another bit of goop off of there. And we're going to hold this down. Dihedral gauge is good. Holding it down. I don't know what the bottom looks like, how much glue squirted out, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to hold it here. Switch camera back. We're just holding it like this. I hope this works. On some of the Master Series builds, you have to hold it for 2 minutes, or 3 minutes even. This is not a Master Series build. So, how long have we held it? I don't know. I should have a big timer up here. But I'm going to hold it for a little bit longer. Didn't move. Okay. Should we go here with just a little bit of glue? And then do a little bit of, take this and just, not exactly what I wanted, but I made it worse, not better. Oh well, it's not too bad. We'll just let it. Truly is coming out about right. Okay, so that spot is the right spot. This spot. So unfortunately we have to cut a slit right here for this cable. Because I want it to come out there. So we need to cut a line. We're going to cut it straight across. And we're going to glue it back up when we're done. Unfortunately, we've got to make it wide enough to get this wire through. That's going to be the difficult part. Trying to support this side from like there. Here, I think what we'll do is kind of feed them through. Is coming out about right. Okay, so that spot is the right spot. This spot. So unfortunately we have to cut a slit right here for this cable. I want it to come out there. So we need to cut a line. We're going to cut it straight across. We're going to glue it back up when we're done. Unfortunately, we've got to make it wide enough to get this wire through. That's going to be the difficult part. I'm trying to support this side from like there. Here, I think what we'll do is kind of feed them through. I didn't finish all the way across. I thought I did. Come on, go in there. Come on, go in there. There we go, we got it. Just make sure it. Now we gotta be able to make this so we can get. We can give it a little bit more room. Let's see. Trying to get the wires back so that I can kind of feed them through. There we go. Now we can put this back down. Put this it fits with the gauge. It's pretty good. So now we're going to make it go this way more than anything. And we're going to fill that up with glue right there. Alright, here we are. It's only a few minutes late. My name is AC. This is Dank RC. This is the ever-present Flerken. Greetings, folks, if you're out there. Looking to make sure I rushed around at the last minute. Okay, so the stage we are at now is that over the last week, and I had some tape rolling before, showing that I glued this wing on here, and I've also prepped the areas for the vertical stabilizers. I've cut out the couple of pieces that are jigs, I guess, to help you set the stabilizer in the right spot. Let's see if we can do this, and I did this, had to cut a slit, of course, to get the wire through. That's this wire. And so that's where we are now, is basically we are going to, before I go any further with the electronics, we are going to test, or before we go any further with the gluing, and I should see if the glue gun, I didn't see, I need to plug in the glue gun. We need to test the electronics. But I think I've already got an issue because I have a 3-camera switcher buried in the plane here, and I have 3 cameras for FPV. There's one in the front, there's one facing in the rear, which hasn't been glued in yet, and there's one that will go in the bottom side panel that's down here. Excuse me. And that camera, these 3 cameras dependent on the camera switcher, which is dependent on me manipulating channel 10, which is a switch on my Tyrannus, and that depends on me having channel 10 properly pass through to S6, because that's the one I plugged in, and it's buried in there, so I can't like just change the output. And I've noticed something in iNav configurator that I am confused about, so I'm going to go over that. Not that I am going to figure it out or that somebody will help me figure it out, but I think I'm just going to have to fool it for now. And so that's the stage we are at. Basically, I'm at the stage where I'm ready to plug in the electronics with the battery and see if the thing works. So we have one full wing done except for the aileron, and so we don't have a control horn, we don't have a rod, control rod hooked up to the servo, but we do have the lights glued on the end. I'll zoom in on it for a second. I could press the right button. There we go. That's what the wingtip looks like with the little 3D. It's crude and rude, but what can I say? It is what it is. So, okay, there we go. That's what that looks like. The other wing is not glued on yet, as you can see from this view here. We still have a little ways to go here. So, and up on top here, this mess here, what we have going on is we're ready to test the electronics. So we're going to have to maybe possibly reverse the motor direction. We're going to test the lights. Except for I don't think the ring light's going to work, and I don't know how to test it. That's another subject. Before we put everything in, once we've tested it, we will heat shrink over these connections here and here. I've already done this signal connection. This is a signal to the ESC. And then there are 2 signal motors, and I've covered the other one up with electrical tape or heat shrink, and it's down in there. I soldered everything on the board, so This is one of the light connectors that will also possibly be soldered or heat shrunk over. Anyway, so everything is plugged in. These are the two extra servos. They're S8 and S7. And then S5, I think for some reason it's in here somewhere, and I'm going to have to review the photographs or the video of when I glued this together, because I can't find it. So I think it's in here. And one day I may make this a side thing a hatch, but I think that's going to weaken the plane. And the whole reason, one of the whole reasons I'm building it this way is to strengthen the plane. That's why I'm having the hatches. I didn't want to have that removable nose thing. I don't know. I just didn't like the front design. I've also printed some battery pieces. Battery tray. This one will go on the bottom. It's short and just for the strap, and this one will go on the top. One strap. We're going to just have one strap. I haven't figured out the CG yet or anything. So we're basically ready to plug in the battery. And I'm going to plug in the battery using the amp meter here just to make sure things look normal. So we're going to have the computer on. Let's do that. No one's watching, so I don't have to worry about being a fool. I could always just edit it out someday, I suppose, if I do something really stupid. But to all the people that are watching later, hi. This is the Flerken, the ever-present, long-lasting, everlasting Flerken build. There's like 25 hours of live stream that got to be culled down to probably 1 actual hour of productive work. So yeah, I'm gonna back up. I shouldn't like type my key password like on camera with the keyboard showing, you know. It's got to be somewhat hidden. Okay. Yeah, okay, iNav. We have iNav started already, iNav 5. And let's test the laptop connection. That's number 2. Oh yeah, here we go. So there's the laptop. We can connect first, I suppose, to show you that we have a connection. Oh yeah, let me connect first and show you what I'm talking about. So we get COM4, which is what we want. The plane is connected, as you can see. Moved it. Okay. I gotta enunciate. That's one of the things when I talk, I need to make sure I enunciate and not mumble, because the microphone doesn't catch it. So, here we go. Oh, and also, we're doing the live streams at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, because 9 o'clock is too late. May next summer, spring, go back to 9 o'clock, I think, but it's getting dark earlier. So it just seemed kind of late. Anyway. Okay, so here we're looking at the configuration, and we need to look at the mixer. And this is where, here you can see what I've done to get RC channel 10. Because there's no way to skip if you don't have anything, want to put anything on S5, there's no way to skip it. So I'm seriously confused about the mixer and how you operate it. So this row 5 here that I call servo 5, it doesn't matter what you call it. It just got to be a number, I guess. And I put it on gimbal roll. And you can even change the weight down to 0. If you do it that, it will take it off after you save. So AI, another bit of little built-in artificial intelligence. It's decided. So if I was, I'd really like to understand that from more iNav people, but I feel like I'm asking a dumb question. And it seems like I've never had this issue before, but I didn't have as many servo outputs as this one has. And I skipped a servo output. Is that the end of the world? Apparently it is. I don't understand how to do this. So this is what I've done to fake it out. So here's what we're going to be finding out here, because we're also going to turn on the VTX. Let's turn that on. We'll test the VTX in a second here to see if we're getting the actual picture. The VTX is number 8. Oh yeah, we should be ready to roll on the VTX. So, I wish I had a mute button. I need a mute button. I need to set up a mute button. Okay, sorry. So we're going to plug in the battery. We're going to look at the receiver. So let's go to receiver and let's see if we get a connection there. That's one thing we want to see. And we're going to use the battery that is the flight battery, which is the, I have 2 of these that I bought for this plane. Tattoo 2300 4S. So let's see. We'll have the laptop on first, or should we have the VTX on first? Votes out there in the viewership. There's 0 viewers, of course. You know, I could put this like on Facebook, and then I would probably get trollers. And like if I put it on my favorite, I don't go on Facebook, and I have the Facebook swag right here, the iNav Fixed Wing group. I should go on the iNav Fixed Wing group Facebook page and say I'm going to have a live stream and see if I get any viewers. We'll try that after I get more organized with these streams, okay? It's okay that nobody's watching for now. Forever. Okay, so we're going to plug in the battery. Oh, let's turn on the receiver. Transmitter. Let's turn on the transmitter. Oh, I'm talking to the camera. And it's not on. See, that's why I got to get more professional before I... So I haven't hooked this up to the computer because I need to replace the trim switch again. I've replaced these trim switches so many times I can't tell you. And even if you don't use them, they die. So maybe someday I should consider getting a different radio, you might think. I have 2 more Tyrannuses that are newer than this one. Okay, so we're ready to go. We're going to plug it in. Let's do the VTX. So here's the laptop. Let's get the VTX queued up. There's the VTX. Let's plug it in and see what happens. Let's make sure we're on the right channel. Over there. 5.3. Race 3. Race 3 is what I'm telling this to do over smart audio. Let's verify that, shall we? One more second. So sorry. Let's look at the configuration. I think it's on that tab. If we scroll down here, oh, it might not be. Oh, there it is. Race band 3 power level. I took it to the highest power level. Okay. So let's go back to receiver tab. Let's go back to switch to VTX. And let's see what happens, folks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Everything. Oh, look at that. I've got a camera. Which camera is it? Does it switch? No, it doesn't switch.
Situation normal. All fucked up. Why? Thank you.
It doesn't switch. So let's look at channel 10.
Situation normal. All fucked up.
Yep.
Situation normal. All fucked up.
I don't
Why?
have it on
Thank
the right
you.
thing.
Situation normal. All fucked
So the
up.
lights are working except, every light is working except the ring.
Situation normal. All fucked up. Why? Thank you.
So now what do? Let's check the servos. One of them is backwards. Let's see which one. Let me switch views here. Let's see. We'll put on this camera for a second. Oh, the VTX is in there getting hot. We'll let it go for a while. It should have a fan blowing on it. So the camera switcher doesn't work.
Situation normal. All fucked up. Why? Thank you.
And
Situation
so
normal.
let's see.
All fucked up. Cruise mode. Cruise mode. Horizon mode. Manual mode. Horizon mode. Loiter mode.
Okay, let's check out the modes real quick before we go too far. Okay, so
Horizon mode.
Horizon mode.
Manual mode.
Manual mode. Let's scroll down and see if we have manual mode. Where's manual mode? Manual mode. Manual mode.
Horizon mode.
Horizon mode.
Manual mode.
Manual
Horizon
mode.
mode.
Okay, then we have
Loiter mode.
loiter mode, which should be position hold and alt hold. Okay, that's right. Then we should have acro, which is
Cruise mode.
oh, cruise mode.
Acro mode. Cruise mode.
Right, okay. Cruise mode. Nav cruise, there it is. We've got it. Then we have
Acro mode.
acro mode, which is the lack of all other modes. So it says that right there.
Cruise mode.
Oh, how nice.
Acro
Thank
mode.
you, Darren Lines.
Cruise mode.
Okay. Oh, you can't see it. Ah, darn it. Nobody's here to tell me. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Okay, so F2. Laptop. Here we go. This is what we're looking at, folks. We're looking at the modes.
Horizon mode.
And I
Manual
checked the
mode.
mode so that this is manual. And you can hear it says manual mode.
Horizon mode.
Horizon.
Manual mode.
So my voice prompts are correct. Then we should be able to go into cruise mode.
Cruise mode.
And you can see it went into cruise mode. Then position hold is next.
Acro mode.
Oh, no.
Cruise mode.
This is position hold.
Loiter mode.
Loiter mode. Loiter mode. So
Manual mode.
manual mode. Then horizon.
Mode.
Alright, we're going to turn it off because it's overheating. VTX is going to be overheating. Where is the VTX 8? Still working. Okay, we've checked the modes. Now we're going to turn this off. That turns off the VTX. And it turns off the receiver. See, there's, oh, the receiver is not off. How about that? Oh, you can't see that. Receiver's not off. Okay, so what do we have to do? Let's go back to, we got to fix that camera thing or I'm in trouble. It's going through it, so we need to do the mixer again. Is it number 5? Did I get it on number 5? Let's put it on there. And let's get rid of this one. Okay, save and reboot. Okay, so now we have to go back to the mixer. Let's just see. 05 RC channel 10. Okay, so now let's go to receiver. Make sure our channel 10 is still doing its thing.
Situation normal. All fucked up. Why? Thank you. Situation normal. All fucked up. Situation normal.
Okay.
All fucked up.
That should
Why?
work.
Thank you.
I might have to do the end points if that doesn't work. Okay, we're going to plug in the battery again. And we don't have any, still no camera switching. Damn it.
Thank you. Situation normal.
I should have tested that before I glued it all together.
Situation normal. All fucked up. Why? Thank you.
I should have done that.
All fucked up. Situation normal. All fucked up. Why? Thank you.
Wow, I'm going to have to cut into it. Oh, maybe I can just take this part off. Okay, because I'm definitely going to have to fix that.
Situation normal. All fucked up. Why? Thank you.
Because I can't fly it looking out the back. That's this camera right there.
Situation
I have
normal.
it.
All fucked up. Why? Thank you.
Crap. I am missing something about this. Either I'm missing something. Because why can't I, like, I have Servo 8 here in my hand. Why can't I assign something to this? Just go out and assign it to Servo 8. You see that column? I can't. There's no way to do it. I have no idea how to do it. I've looked and looked and looked. I don't understand what I'm missing. I don't understand why I can't put, anything I add, it's going to go in order here. It doesn't let me skip. I'm going to try it again. RC channel 10. No, I'm going to say this is the gimbal roll. And I'm going to add a new mixer rule. I'm going to say it's RC channel 10. Suppose I could do it on both. Save and reboot. Okay, now I have to look at the receiver again. Let's do the endpoint. So it's right now it's 987. It's too low.
All fucked up. Why? Thank you.
Maybe it's not getting it because it's too low. So let's go to the. We'll have to do this on the radio here. Here we go. It's channel 10. I have to go up because my down button doesn't work, which might get me into trouble. Okay, so let's go to.
Why? Thank you. Situation normal. All fucked up. Situation normal. All fucked up.
Go backwards. Min. We're at min now. Oh, you can't see. There's no way for me to do this where you can see. So I'm just going to switch to this. Do it here. Sorry, I'd have to rearrange this camera, and I'm already like nobody's watching, so hi people, but nobody's out there, so that's fine. So we're at min.
Thank you.
Let's hit enter, and let's see which way. And then let's get on let's get the VTX on VTX's. Let's see if it changes as I go up. Probably not. I want to get it to 1,000. Nope, it didn't do anything.
Situation normal. All fucked
It's not
up.
doing
Why?
anything.
Thank you. Situation normal. All fucked up. Why? Thank you. Situation normal. All
Is that
fucked up.
because
Why?
maybe
Thank you.
maybe it won't pass through because I'm using it in the modes? No, I'm not using it in the modes. All right, we're going to disconnect again. Shit, I wish I had a servo tester. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to we're going to bust this thing apart over here. Because that's what kind of messed up plane builder I am. All right, here we go. Camera, that camera. I'm going to take this part off. Maybe. I don't know if I can or not. I glued it on well. I'm going to have to pop a little bit of alcohol in there to help me free it. So I'm going to just let a little bit of alcohol in there. I'm hoping. I can peel it out a little bit. Fucking up my plane already. And, I wish I had something good to pry in there. Oh, come on. I'm already messing. There we go. Just popped it out. Okay. Now let's see if I can dry it off. Leaked some. Okay, there it is right there. That's my channel. Let's look at the other Hobby King. Sorry, I gotta find the other Hobby King. No, where is it? Switcher. Is it in here? They're all the same. Sorry, I gotta look at this with my glasses. Signal in. So that's the signal in. Okay, so that is signal is at top, S6. I'm thinking, and it's plugged in. Oh, I can change it. Okay, let's look at the Racer Star thing. So let's go to the computer. We're going to solve this. We are going to solve this problem. Turn off the radio. Enter. Turn off the radio. Close the thing of alcohol. We didn't do too much damage to my plane. You can see maybe you can't see, but I bubbled it up a little bit. I fucked up the magic marker part. That's okay. That is that right there. Okay, so we can solve this problem. We can solve this problem. Let me think. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to look at the racer star picture first. Racer star picture. Racer star picture. That's under Firefox, dum-dum. So let's just go to here. Oh, I'm looking for a new tab. Racer. RF. Yep, there it is. The thing I keep looking up over and over and over and over. Here we go. Not that picture. This picture. So S6 is on the side with all the pins. Oh no, as everything is correct. Everything is correct. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to plug a servo into S5 and see if I can make it move. I have servos here. Where is the servo? In a bag. Not a 180, just a regular piece of shit servo. Here, one of these. Here we go. Let's go on. I'm just getting my act together here. Sorry. Apologizing to all the people out there. There would be if I did the thing on. Yeah, I mean, I don't want necessarily. Okay, let's look at where is S5. It's towards the middle. So it's that way. Let's hope I can get it in there. Let's turn it off. Let's unplug it. Let's disconnect it first. Disconnect. I know those aren't hot, but disconnect. Excuse me. Okay. Here we go. Servo 6. Servo 5. Come on, you can do it. Oh, my glasses are failing me. Okay. So there we go. So now what we're going to do is we have a servo plugged into channel to servo. Let's switch to this. We have this servo. Let's put an arm on it, shall we? So we can see it move. We'll put one of these little doohickeys on there, like this guy. Let's put that on there. Look at that. There. Okay, we'll set that down like that. Now, let's put this bag away and the bag over here so I don't mess that up. Okay. Now we're going to plug it back in. We're going to connect to it. We're going to go to the mixer. We're going down, and we're going to put this on channel 10. So S5 is on channel 10, and S6, I'm going to see if it lets me put both of them on channel 10. First, we'll try that first, and see if the servo moves.
Welcome to OpenTX. Horizon mode. Why? Thank you. Lights on.
Okay. Are we connected? Let's go to the receiver tab. Oh, we have no battery. Okay. So, but we can check channel 10.
Fucked up. Why? Thank you.
We didn't set the high one yet, but let's get the high one fixed too.
Situation normal. All fucked up. Why? Thank you.
No, let's not with the battery plugged in. Oh, the battery's not plugged in yet. So, we're going to, oh, let's switch. I'll try to do this in front of the camera. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, hi, Robert. Day 143. Is that how many days did you actually calculate? Okay. What's happening here is I'm trying to get the camera switcher to work. So that's where we are if you're just joining. So I'm going to, don't want to move in front of that camera over there. I'm being lazy. So we're doing this way. I guess I have that overhead cam. Never mind. We're just going to do it this way. So we're going to go to the endpoints, and I'm going to just make sure that the endpoint for channel 10, and I have to go down all the way up because my down button doesn't work. Yeah, this Tyrannus, it needs better things. Okay, so we're enter. Then we're going to try to go down, but it won't work. So we have to go up. And we got to go back to the max. And we're going to check that. And that says 2012. We're going to hit enter. And let's hope that the plus button takes it down, or the minus button takes it down. If I can get the minus to work. The plus button's going to make it higher. Yeah, that's the end. Oh, I'm in trouble. Sometimes I can get the minus button to work. Oh, I just did it. It just worked once. I actually have buttons to solder on here, but yeah, this is what I usually. So then I go in the this is so funny. So I usually connect it to USB and fix it. And then I can't connect it to USB because this trim switch doesn't work. So it's totally time for me to get a new radio. Or use one of the other radios I have and convert all this crap over to that. Okay, we're almost there. There, I got it. Enter. So we got 1,000. 1,500, 2,000.
Thank you. Why?
Okay, we're good. So now, it's okay. You can tease me all you want. It's totally legit, but we're gonna get there. I had to bust open the plane again, but thankfully it's a planned hole there for the side mount camera. Okay. So now exit out of that. Exit out of that. Let's check our channel on the laptop, which I can show you. There we go. We see that channel 10 is doing that. So now it should pass through. We look at the mixer, double check. Servo S5 and S6 should both be passing through channel 10. And one of those is hooked up to this here servo right there. So now we're going to plug in the battery. We plug in the battery through our amp meter here, even though we're not really using that at the moment. All the lights are working, except we're going to figure out the ring light. That's the next issue we're going to look at. Okay, so now the servo moved. The servo did move. Nope, it's not moving. It's not moving. So it's not passing through channel 10. So why is that? That's going to kill me. I don't know how to pass through on iNav anymore. How did I get it to work? With my other planes have that. They they have pass-through for 2 channels because of the pan tilt. Oh, you can't see the laptop. That's number 2, I think. Yeah. So here, this is not working. This mixer is not working. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get that to work. Receiver, channel 10.
Situation normal. All
Channel
fucked up.
10
Why? Thank you.
is there. Let's look at the modes and make sure no modes. Let's turn off all the modes that are using channel 10. Those are the OSD modes. Right there, OSD Alt 1. Let's turn that one off. Okay. Okay. So nothing's on channel 10 in the modes. Save. When did that servo move? I swear it was like I put it straight. Shit. Okay, so the modes, no modes are on channel 10. No modes.
Situation
And it's
normal.
still not
All
doing
fucked
anything.
up.
We're
Why?
going to disconnect it. Disconnect it. Yep, I don't know how to do channel pass-through in iNav anymore. I don't think it works. At least not on this flight controller. Do you have to enable it? I don't know. But I've certainly done it before because I have this plane right behind me. This plane right here has pan tilt. It has pass-through. I figured it out. Okay, so let me unplug the battery because there's no way that VTX is happy inside there. Have to enable it. Let's see. Let's see. Now the servo should not work because... Okay, let's unplug this so the flight controller totally reboots. Yeah, that's going to kill me because I can't point the camera, I'm going to have to put this camera facing forward. I'm going to have to stick it on top. This is the camera that's enabled, the back-facing camera, because there's 3 cameras. Oh, why didn't I test that first? Okay, because I just assumed it would work. I used a servo tester to test it, is what I did. It's just stupid. Okay, connect. Let's just look at it. I don't know where it would be. I can't find anything on it. It's just like nobody, there's nothing. Let me just, I'll show you. Like, try to, so stupid, it doesn't have a new tab button. iNav, servo, you can see what I've already, servo, pass through, right there. Servo pass-through mode. iNav. See, and then it goes to like this manual flight mode. No, that's not what I want. Install, no. Pass-through mode improvements. Expo servo rates. 2018. So 4 years ago. This has no validity anymore. Whatever it is. Enable configuration RC pass-through. Okay, let's do this. Command line. Get. Oh, you can't see the computer. Shit. See, that's why I don't go on RC on iNav Facebook group and say advertises Livestream, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. RC get RC pass T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Invalid name. Get RC anything. RC Expo, RC Filter, RC. See, there's no pass-through anymore. So that's totally invalid. That is bullshit. I mean, not bullshit, but it's just not relevant anymore because it's 4 years old. iNav modes. This mode was called pass-through mode. So are you telling me that it's not going to work in anything but manual mode? No, that can't possibly be. That's what the mixer's for. So I don't know how to do it. There's no mode for it. Yeah, that's a different thing. That's just that was a stupid thing to call manual mode. I guess not a stupid thing, but. Okay, so that is not valid. There's nothing. Either I need another term. Maybe I need to look up like iNav pan tilt. Because I'm basically doing a pan tilt. Oh, I'm not going to watch a video. I can't watch, Painless 360. I've probably, no. Setting up pan tilt DJI regular. Yeah, I probably watched that video like 20 times already. Forwarding channels. Is that what it is? In iNav 2.1. Okay, that's also Painless 360. But that's also not valid. It's not anything for iNav 2.1. Doesn't matter. The mixer's different now. So I don't know what to do. Go into the source in mixing and give it 100. I already did that on that servo. I did that. I'll show you. We're already connected. Do I have the battery connected? No, good. Shit. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I might have to just see if I can put iNav 2.1 on it. I'm going to look at my other. That's what I'm going to have to do. We're going to look and see what the hell version of iNav we have on that other plane. And look and see how in the F I did that. I did it. I don't know. Okay, let's look at the mixer again. 100%. Oh, I disconnected. Oh, because we got out of the command line. It tends to do that. Okay, the mixer, they're at 100%. You can't even, that's another irritating thing. So you missed the part probably, Robert, if you're here. You can't even skip. Like, what if I want to put something on S8? You can't. You can't do it. If you put something on the next thing, you add a mixer rule, it doesn't matter what the frickin' fuck, I don't care, you put in here, you can't put it in anything but the next one. See, it's already deciding it's going to put it in S7. This mixer page sucks so far. So I hate to say it because I'm always singing the praises of iNav, but this is some bull turkey right here. So the 100% on the weight. Speed 100? Really? I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Per second. I mean, why do I have to put something in there? Do I have to put something in there? US per second. I don't even know what that means. Microseconds per second? I don't know what that means. On that servo mixer, go to the source in mixing and give it 100. Now, I don't know what that means. Go to the source in mixing and give it 100. There, it's 100. Right there, 100. 100. All right, I'm going to delete number 5, or this last one. So see what it does? There's nothing I can do to put it in any of these other ones except this one. What I have here, here's the camera, camera 11. This is servo 8. Servo 8. If I just wanted to put something on servo 8, frickin' iNav isn't going to let me right now as far as I can figure out. It's not going to let me. Which just sucks. I mean, you have to, put dummy things in there? It can't be. There's got to be something I'm missing. If I'm not missing something, then there's something effed up about this particular page. Even though I love the way they did the colors and all the things like that. Output mapping. I ought to be able to have infinite or granular control over the output mapping. I mean, that's the whole point of iNav, is all this stuff. Look at all this stuff on the left. It's not some crappy ZOHD or Aura 5 Lite or whatever where you do stick commands to do 20, you circle around with the Sage. You have granular control over everything, and that is the reason I am here in the frickin' first place. I know I'm on a rant right now, but holy crap. So there's nothing I'm missing as far as I can tell. Let's enable, if I'm not, oh, the radio's on. The servo's moved on the wings, so I know I have servo output enabled. Where is that? Reversible motors, analog, blah, 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 blah. Enable motor and servo output. That's turned on. Yep. So there we go. So what we're going to do is disconnect. This is a disappointment. And I'm sure, you know what? On 99.9% of the time when I think there's something wrong, it's usually me. So we're just going to we're going to move this plane out of the way. Let's go to this camera. I'm losing my voice because now I'm like kind of pissed. I'm not pissed really, but I had a bad day at work and everything went wrong at work. So then I come home and what am I going to do? This is my relief for fun, but yet it's the same shit. Things don't work. Everything is wrong. So what we're going to do is get the plane where everything is right. And that is this plane right here. And this plane has a pan tilt mechanism. And we'll switch the radio. I copied the model to a different model to get the I don't know what I did, why I copied it to a different model, but I did. Okay, so but this one is probably still bound to that same model too. Let's try it. Because Free Sky, I mean, it has this receiver number thing, which I've never done right. Another thing I've screwed up over the years. Okay, well, let's plug it into the professor first. I need a different cable. So now I gotta go find a cable. Okay, over here. Sorry, folks. I think this one will work. Okay, so now we're going to have to, on the laptop, we're going to get rid of this. Get rid of that. Sorry, internet. It's not going to help me much. I think we have either iNav 2 or 2.5. Let's go for 2.5. I think we have iNav 2.5 on this one. No, I'm not going to download a new version of the app, but thank you. Oh, yeah. Were you working outside all day? Man, I feel for you. That's dangerous. Be careful. That's what I need to say is be careful. It was about 93 here today, which is probably not so unusual as it is for you. But that's the new normal, I guess, for these times. Okay. Here we go. We're going to plug this in. I hope. I can barely see. Come on, give me room to plug it in. There we go. I heard the ding, ding, dink. COM4. Connect. Oh, let's type the version. That's what it usually means. Up 2.2.1. Okay. Okay, okay. Disconnect. Turn that. Oh, just, okay. It's okay. Disconnect. Okay. We'll unplug it. We'll go to iNav 2.2.1.
Telemetry lost.
Okay. And then, yes, thank you for that info. Let's hope there's a new version because that's from like 10 years ago.
Telemetry recovered.
Not 10 years ago. I didn't even know how to do iNav 10 years ago. Well, I don't know how to do iNav now either, apparently. COM4. Okay, so now first, I think it's not even in the mixer in this case. Oh. Yep, there it is, right there. There it is. 5 and 6. RC channel 9 and RC channel 10. RC channel 9 and RC channel 11. I don't think the receiver's powered on. Oh, it is. And RC channel 9 and RC channel 10. You can see. So whatever I'm doing works here. That's what you're supposed to do. What am I missing? What am I missing? I mean, I don't run into that stupid problem with the servo. Oh, see, look, this is better. Look at this. Oh, no, never mind. I thought it was a pull-down list that only listed the servos that were in. I don't know. So, I don't know. There's nothing I'm missing. It just doesn't freaking work on this goddamn thing. It just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to unplug from this excellent plane with iNav 2.1 that frickin' works. It works. That's all I can say. Maybe that's why I don't upgrade my stuff. I mean, if it works, don't fix it, right?
Telemetry lost.
Anyway, sorry about the ranting. That's just, I mean, it's not the iNav. It's me. It's something I've done. It's got to be. So here it is. We're going to bring this plane back up here. I don't even know what view I left it on. Oh, we're still on the computer. One of these days I'll learn to switch cameras. My production pal. Okay, so now we have this camera back up here. I mean, this camera. We have this plane back up here. And we're going to go into iNav 5. Okay. We know channel 9 and 11 are the pan tilt. I'm going to turn off the radio. Okay. We're connecting. Oh, let's switch back. And let's change glasses so I can see. And we're connecting. Okay. So now we're going to connect a servo, another servo. Let's get another one. Whoops, I just smashed into my project box. Servos right here. Here's the bag. No, did I have it out? Oh, I left it out here. Here we have the bag of servos. So, courtesy of Banggood. And we will take one of these servos. We're going to plug it into... I just feel like plugging a servo into every single one of these things till I get one of them to work. That's S7. That's got to be S7. But I'm fresh out of servos in this bag. So we're fresh out. How is Arthur tonight? Arthur's frustrated, North 49. I'm frustrated because I can't get servo, the simplest operation, to work here. And it's kind of critical to the operation of my plane. And I had a crappy day at work. It's just kind of been just one of those, when you have one of those days where just nothing seems to go right. I shouldn't say that because I've got everything fine in my life, really. So, but just one of those irritating days where things haven't been great, but that's okay. Okay, so I'd like to have one more servo on servo 8. So I'm going to get another servo. Sorry, you guys. We're just going to keep digging through here. That's not a servo. That's just actually a bag of servo parts. Are these all Racer Star servos? Oh, they are. I think we'll just use one of those Racer Star servos. Are these super cheap or what? How are you? Is the question. How are you? I hope everyone is fine out there. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm sorry for the ranting. I'm always embarrassed about it later. Because anytime I rant about something being something's fault, it's my fault. Okay, so I have a bunch of servos and the camera switcher, which is inside of there, and I can see it. Okay, so we're going to, this is the Racer Star one. I don't even know what that, okay. And we have a thing on that, and we have a thing, and we'll put a thing on this one. Here we go. It's on there. So we have, if we were to switch to this camera here, we have all of our servos into every possible channel coming out of this thing except the one that goes into the camera switcher. So channel 6 or servo 6, I don't know what they call it. That's another thing. There's always sometimes like a mapping. Output to function. Really? Do we have to have that extra layer of confusion? Here I go on a rant again. Okay. We have these 3 servos and the camera switcher. So we're going to go to the mixer. Let's change to the laptop. Yeah, I'm totally done with the heat too. I'm sure you guys are being up north there. Really got to be done. Oh, I'm so sorry that you're dealing with that. Okay, so we're just going to keep adding mixer rules. There's no channel 9. So this thing, this S9, I don't know where that is. It's not on the board. So happy days, doesn't match even what I've got. Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe the problem is this Racer Star flight controller. And I never tested it. I tested the camera switcher with the servo tester. God, that's just so stupid. Okay, we're just going to put this one on channel 9. And we're going to add another one. And we're going to put it on channel 11. And then we're going to save and reboot. So we have 3 servos. We have 4 extra servo channels on this flight controller. 5 through 8. And we have a device hooked up to each one of those channels. And we have a switch on our transmitter that will send something on each of those channels.
Thank you. Lights on.
So if we go review the mixer, we can see that on S5 and S6, and you can put, again, this field is meaningless. It means nothing. The servo field in the servo column means nothing. It's just an I don't understand what they're doing here. Okay. It doesn't let you select these things up here. This output mapping is the part that I'm still on a rant about that. But okay. So I've got 5 and 6 going to channel 10. So one of the servos should move and the camera switcher should switch. And then 9 and 11 are the roll and pan and tilt sliders on the sides. We can verify that even before we plug in the battery by going to the receiver tab. And looking, I am moving the sliders. They are moving, channel 9 and channel 11. I am moving the switch, the camera switching switch, which is on channel 10. It is moving. Those things are all but verified. Now we will plug in the battery. Plugging in the battery. Battery's happy. The plane is happy. Now we will still verify that our receivers are working. Oh, the servos are not working. Look at that. The servos were turning before and they're not turning now. Okay, so I have really screwed up something. I've screwed up something. We're going to save and oh, I never saved and reboot from the mixer, did I? Scheisse. Okay, let's go back to it. Let's go back to the mixer and fix it. Oh, I did. Save and reboot. Okay, let's check the servos. Servos are not moving. No servos. Wing servo, pan, tilt, nothing. Oh dear. Let's look at our receiver tab. I have a lot of problems, you guys. This plane is never gonna fly. It's never gonna fly. Okay, that is roll. That is pitch. Before, when I looked at it, both servo, I know the servos were going because I looked at them in the live stream and said that one of the channels needs to be reversed. One of the channels needs to be reversed because when I rolled to one side, both servos move the same direction. Then I decided to move on to go to the camera thing. Okay, the only thing I can think of is have I disabled motor and servo output? No, I have not. Okay, we're completely shutting down everything. Disconnect. 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 Put that camera on. Here we go. We're going to unplug the battery. Unplugging the battery. Unplugging the USB. iNav gods, come down and fix this mofo. Okay, we're just going to plug in the battery. We're not even going to look at the professor here. We're just plugging in the battery. Servos moved. Now the servos are all in the wrong position. They were in the correct position before, in the center, and now they're not. What the hell is happening here? What have I done? Holy smokes. It's just completely...
Acro mode, cruise mode, acro mode.
Yeah, okay, let's connect it. Okay, Racer Star. This is my first Racer Star flight controller. Might be my last. Oh man, that's such a bummer. Okay, let's look at the receiver tab. Let's just see if it's seen things. Look at that. So all the servos are dead now. All the servos are dead. Wow. Let's see if the motor works. Let's go to, is it still outputs? Outputs. I understand the risks. There is no prop on. Let's see if we can do something here. Push it up. Oh, let's turn on the computer view. I'll read the chat in a second if you guys are saying something to me. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Nope, there's nothing happening on them. Oh, there we go. Okay, the motor's got to be reversed because the bolt and the nut is coming out. Okay, so we have motor output. Wow, something works on this plane. Something works. So we're going to disconnect. I'm going to reverse the wires on the ESC. Disconnect this. Oh man, that is such a bummer. If the flight controller is all. So let's switch the wires around before I forget. On this guy right here. That way I can heat shrink them when I think about it. So that one's going to go to there. That one's going to go to there. And we'll have to calibrate the ESC too. I'm pretty sure I set the brake, but maybe I didn't do that either. Gosh. The plan was to finish this, but that's not going to happen. Once again, okay, here we go. iNav 5. The plane is still like all connected and everything. Oh, there's a new configurator version available. Oh, shit. I think 5.1 is out, is it not? I'm going to read this in chat in a second, you guys. I'm just looking to see. It's totally dead. Okay. The servos. Let's plug this in. Battery in. Oh my God, they went further. The servo arms go further every single time I plug it in. Something has gone way wrong here. I'm going to put those these servos were centered. Everything was centered. Everything was good. That part was working right. Disconnect. Shit. I think this is going to be scrubbed. I think I'm going to have to restart the firmware. At the very least. Try that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect all these goddamn extra servos, okay? Let's disconnect them. I have that one plugged in the correct orientation. That is correct. It was not wrong. Let's just check this one. That one is correct. Let's put it over there. Where's the other one? That one's plugged into channel 5. That is correct. Servo towards the middle. Unless, let me just check that image again. Let's go to the laptop. Oh, no, we're done. We're on the wrong thing. Laptop. What did I do? There we go. Okay. What was I looking for? The image. Here we go. Okay, so the battery's pointing out to the right. That means that the servo wires are coming out the left and that is in the front. and S5 is in the middle, and S6 is on the left side as I look at it. The signal pins, those are all correct. Those are all correct. This part is correct. This part I have no idea. I mean, I'm assuming it's correct when I did it. I may have to review the tapes. It's all on tape. Everything I did here is on tape. Jesus. Okay, we're going to disconnect this one. And we're going to disconnect this one, which is not going to be easy to get that one back in once I disconnect it. Okay. All right. I'm going to plug the flight controller back in, turn the radio off, reset that too.
Welcome to OpenTX. Horizon mode. Why? Thank you.
And I did calibrate the ESC. Okay. Thank you for remembering that. Okay. Okay. Go back to iNav. We got the receiver, transmitter on. We're going to just plug in the battery. No computer. Just plug in the battery. Servos are not centered. They did not pop up in a centered position. Especially the one on the left. God damn it. And they're not working either. They were working. The wing servos were working. Shit. Okay. We're doing it all over again. We're going to connect to this thing. So folks, this is probably, I can't blame this crap on iNav. There must be something with the flight controller. It's got to be. Like I said, the thing was working. The servos were working. There's no reason that they shouldn't be working. So something else is wrong. Okay, Maytech F405 SE. That's supposedly the target that you're supposed to use for this. Let's Google. Control T. Racer Star Nano F405 iNav target. I'm sure their web page is broken or something. Oh, there it is. Buy it, bang, good. I'm sure they don't have it anymore, and now I know why. Okay, where is the firmware? F405 SE. Right there. That's not what I have. I have Maytech F405 SE. Is there a difference? Are they just being stupid? They're probably just being stupid. Okay, so let's disconnect. Let's just dump all. Let's clear output history. Dump all. Copy to clipboard. Go to the freaking which one is this? Flerken migrate to 5. Okay, so now I'm going to have to do a different one. New window. New file. Paste. Save as. Where was that? I don't even know. It's on desktop. I hate that I hardly ever use this computer. Flerken migrate to 5. So we'll say new folder, Flerken 5. And we'll put that in there. Okay. There you go. Now let's go back to this and do diff all just for the fun of it. Clear output history. Diff all. There we go. Copy clipboard. Back to here. Which one was I at? There, this one. Okay. Control N, Control V, Control V, Control V. It didn't do it. Shit. Copy clipboard. Come on. Nope. Nope. This one. There we go. Control S. Okay, now we have the stuff saved. Now we're going to disconnect. Now we're going to go to firmware flasher. Okay, now we're going to disconnect all this. Disconnect the battery. And turn off the receiver. Stick it over here. Are you on the right model for your Tyrannus? I am. Well, I'm on a model that's bound to this radio and moving the receiver tab things, so that's good enough for me. But yes, I am. So let's just search targets for F405 and choose a board. Maytech F405 SE. That is the only F405 SE on this list. And so we will take that. Pin IO. Should I try that one? What is that one? Pin IO stable 5.1.0. I don't know what that means though. Let's look it up. Okay, iNav Matek F405 SE pin IO. Target. New target by Christopher. Okay, here we go. Pull request. Is there something about it? What did he change? Here. Took out those lines, but that's just a 9 PWM, D-Shot compatible. Maybe we should go with that. Pin IO box. He's included a new thing here. I don't know. Pin IO. What about the port? What about the pins? I think they're. I'm gonna try it. What the hell? What could be worse? What could go wrong? Oh, why did I close that? I don't know. I don't know. Reopen, close tab. Let's go back. Solves, wants to merge. Why can't I see this? Here, that's where I see it. No. For Maytech. I don't think it's going to change anything. There's Mr. D right there. He's part of the development team for sure, doing stuff, making comments, watching things. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. This is why I wanted to test the electronics before I started this stream, but I just couldn't get there. Just work and life and I just couldn't get there. And I would have probably done something different today. If I'd known I wasn't in a rabbit hole that I can't fix. Okay, back to iNav. I'm not learning anything. We're just going to go with the other one, the same one that I wanted. F405SE 5.1 full chip erase. Let's just do it. Load the firmware. Flash it. Just flash it. Oh, it's not going to work. It's not in boot mode. How can it even work? I didn't hit the boot button. I can't believe it's going to work. Oh, it's DFU in mode. It says DFU up at the top. Okay. You're on the right model on your Tyrannus. Yes, I think so. And you did calibrate the ESC, and you're not getting power until you turn the motor tab on. Right. Right, but I had the servos working before I did the motor tab. I did, I swear I did. I had the servos working on the wings. The wing servos worked, because I said in this live stream, recorded on YouTube, it will be verified. I can verify it later. The one servo had to be reversed. The thing was working. Not the pass-through, but the regular, the flight control surface. Okay, here we go. Flash firmware. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Now let's go to the page about updating. Let's go to the iNav releases page. Oh dear, where's that? Let's just Google iNav. Should take us right there. Okay. Ballistic Buzzard. We got a new name. What's the upgrade procedure? Download, install new configurator. Whoopsie. We didn't do that. Shit, I'm going to do that. Assets, iNav configurator. Win64 zip. Here we go. And then we make a new folder where I put all the configurator things, which is, sorry, you're going to have to bear with me, everybody. I am so sorry. I should have, oh man. This is why I don't go on Facebook and say I'm having this live stream. And the iNav, and my swag that's over there you can't see because I'm on the laptop screen. Okay, what am I doing? I'm properties. Where is this from? C bin iNav configurator. Okay, I have a configurator in bin. Okay, that's where I'm putting these. So we're gonna go here. We're running out of space on this drive. This has just got a little tiny drive on it. Okay, new folder. iNav. Oh, I haven't done the same thing on every folder. Underscore 5.1. There we go. Put that in there. Now let's get the download. Where's that? Please help me. Where's that? There we go. Let's open that and let's just put that. Oh no. Nope. Escape. Let's get in there and then do Control A. And now that goes in there. Come on. There you go. Then we're going to get rid of this. Get rid of that. And we're going to right drag this out onto the desktop. We're going to say whatever. Then we're going to say create with shortcuts. And then we're going to say iNav config. Me being an iNav expert and famous YouTuber must have all these different versions of iNav. I am so joking. You know that's a joke. Okay, so now I'm going to do this whole damn thing all over. Oh, wait, I already have this one running. Crap. Okay, get out of here. Go away. Now we have this one. Let's put it up here. And let's see if we can start it. iNav 5.1. I don't have to flash the firmware again, no. We're going to connect. We're going to start all over. Airplane without a tail. Okay, we're going to stop there, and we're going to see if the damn servos work. That's what we're going to do. I am so embarrassed at this point in time. Okay, does it move? It moves. It's backwards. Everything's backwards. Nothing's the same. Nothing's right. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's see if the radio is going to
Welcome to OpenTX.
do.
Horizon mode. Why? Thank you.
Okay.
Lights on.
Let's go to the receiver tab. And everything. Oh, let's get this right. TAER. And then save and reboot. Oops. Oops. Save and reboot. Okay. There we go. We've got things moving. All the channels are still there. Everything is moving. The mode switches. My arming switch. Return to launch, override, sliders, everything. Okay, that's all good. Everybody's happy there. And now all we have to do is plug in a battery and see if the damn servos work. Oh, enable motor and servo output. Let's go to the configuration tab. We're doing the bare minimum here. We're not doing anything. We're not doing anything. We haven't done anything. We're just going to turn on motor and servo output. Where in the hell is that? Enable motor and servo output. Save and reboot. I mean, is there a second place that I've missed that you have to enable it? I know you have to turn on the motor in the outputs tab to get the motor to test that, but that's not what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about up here. Enable motor and servo output. Okay, so here goes. We don't have to reboot anymore. All we have to do is plug in the battery. Plugging in the battery. Servos centered. Servos are centered. Servos are centered. So what happened was I must have, but with all my messing with the mixer, iNav went blue and went like that. Okay. So now I guarantee you the servos are going to move. Guarantee. Let's go to the receiver tab. Yep. Servos are moving. Now, that means I'm not going to do the dump all, diff all. I got to do it all from scratch. I got to do it all from scratch. Crap. Okay, but now let's just put one servo connection in and see if it works. Right? Let's do that. Sorry, folks. I'm thinking on the fly here. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect, and we're going to actually disconnect, and we're going to disconnect the battery. So the flight controller isn't hosed. That's good news. Now, I'm going to change glasses. Maybe I'll put this camera on here. And that's 11. What time is it? 20 more minutes, folks. 20 more minutes of my follies. I am seriously sorry. But this is reality. Okay. It's still not a very good view. Let me see if I can improve it. We're going to put you right there. Right in the action. You still can't really see, but I'm sorry. We're doing the best we can. Okay. That is the right direction. Now we're going to get that on there at least a little bit. And then I can push it the rest of the way with my thumb. Oh, shit. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to test the wires and make sure that they're actually in the connectors. Yep. Power. Maybe the power one shouldn't go to that. Maybe that's part of the problem. See, inside of here, which you still can't see with this camera because I can't get this thing scooted over enough. There we go. There's a camera switcher in there. Scooch it down. Oh, that way. There's a camera switcher right there. And the camera power is getting powered through there, through the camera power ports. And I imagine that let's just do something, folks. We're going to take the servo, the power off of this connector right here. I might be sorry for that. This guy right there, I am going to try to get the center wire out. Give me a second here. I mean, this switcher, I swear, it didn't matter. I swear I've tested this switcher. But maybe I didn't test this exact switcher. I have two or three of these. And I might have gotten them confused. Okay, we're taking the power wire out. Just temporarily. Then we're going to put this back in. With no power wire. Okay, that's step one. We're being methodical. Step two. So that is the wire that goes through this little piece of foam and connects to this camera switcher in there on the port that says input. Oh man. If I have to, I'll pull this whole thing out and I'll put a different camera switcher. I mean, I can get at all these wires pretty much. I think I've made it so I can get at everything through that little hole there. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the laptop. We're going to connect. Oh, we're not plugged in. Oh, crap. Okay, we're going to plug in.
Telemetry recovered.
Oh, the radio's still on. Telemetry recovered. So we're going to connect. We're going to the mixer. And, oh, I should have plugged that in channel 5 because 5 is the first one. We're going to disconnect again. Sorry, I don't want to have power on there. I don't want to be in there with my tools with this thing powered on. Okay, going back to this view here. Let's see.
Telemetry lost.
Let's see that view. Yeah, there we go. This is like operation. Get that out and put it in there. And that is the correct side for the servo connector. For the, because the power, it's opposite from the power. Okay, that is on. There. We're switching. What did you say? Oh, yeah, that's the last. Nothing's been said since then. I keep reading the same ones over again. Okay. Connect. Where are we? We're on the laptop view.
Telemetry recovered.
Oh, I didn't even have. Did I switch? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay. Telemetry recovered. Back to the mixer. Okay, let's just do add mixer rule. And we're going to call this 5. Like I said, it doesn't matter what you call it. I just don't understand. I don't understand this mixer. I'm a little miffed about the mixer situation. Save and reboot. Let's get back to it and double check. Double check the mixer. Servo 5, S5, RC channel 10. Go to the receiver. And we see here the channel 10
Situation normal.
is
All
moving.
fucked up. Why? Thank you. Situation
Channel
normal.
10 is moving.
All fucked up. Why?
So
Thank
now we're
you.
going to keep it at the center position. Where am I?
Situation normal.
Center position.
All fucked up. Why?
We're
Thank
going
you.
to turn on the VTX mode. VTX mode, please. That is, sorry, number 8. And let's see what camera we get. And that's not a good sign.
Why? Thank you.
Now we've got no cameras.
Situation normal. All fucked up.
We got no
Why?
cameras
Thank you.
because I took the power out. Okay,
Situation
so let's go
normal.
back.
All fucked up.
I mean, oh. Well, it's broadcasting, even though I haven't put race 3 on. I guess it was stuck on race 3. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's take that back off. Unplug. Disconnect. And put me back on here. Folks, we're going to be just troubleshooting to the end of the stream, and for that you have my sincere apologies. This is not any progress. We have made no progress, 0 progress. In fact, we're backwards. So everything is unplugged? No, everything is not unplugged. I'm going to put the plug back into this. This plug. I'm going to sneak it in there this way. Get it wrapped around one more time the way it should be. And I'll switch views in a second here so you can see what I'm doing. There, what I'm doing is that. I get that stuck back in there. I'm going to use my handy dandy SIM card thing. And then let's give it a little tug. Okay, it's in there. We're putting this back on channel 5. Channel 5, Servo 5, I don't know, whatever it is. It's output S5. That's what it is. Output S5. We're going to just plug in the flight controller again to the computer. We'll connect to it. Yeah, I think you're about right, Robert. It has been 172 days. Day 172. Day 172. This says February 2022 is when I cut this piece. Okay, we're connected to the plane. Let's just see if we can connect the servos are still good, and the wings. They move. Let's go left. They're backwards. So one is backwards. So left up. The left one is backwards. So let's fix that right now. Let's go to the computer. Computer. Here's how we fix that. We're going to go to the mixer. We're going to go to, I think I know how to mix it. Oh no. Outputs. It's outputs. I think I know. No. Oh yeah, here we go. Which one is it? Shit. See, it's not labeled there. Servo 3 or Servo 4. The left, what did I say? The left one needs to be reversed. That's Servo 3. I think it's this one. Save and reboot. Okay, we're back. Now go left, right, left would pull up on the thing, so it should go towards the leading edge, and pull the elevon up so that the wing goes down and turns left. Okay, and then that. I think those are all good. Pull up, push down, pull up. Yep. Okay, so sorry about the view once again. Okay, so let's go back to the VTX. VTX view. VTX view is number 8. And we have a camera, but we still have the rear camera. And it's still not switching.
Thank you. Situation normal. All fucked up. Why?
Still not switching. Let's look at our mixer. Output mapping. Okay, so I have it on channel 5, out RC channel 10. What am I missing? What the hell am I missing? Okay, I am going to plug a servo into that again. And then I'm going to do something like put it on gimbal roll. I'm going to save and reboot. I'm going to see if the servo moves when I move the plane. Okay. We're going to, oh, okay, we're still on. I want to disconnect power. Disconnect power. Disconnect power. What view am I on? Over here, we're going to, what are we doing? I'm losing track of what I want. Disconnect. I want to plug in a servo. Plug in a servo to channel servo 5. This is where I went wrong before when I plugged in a bunch of servos. Okay, I can't see. I gotta have to change my glasses. Oh my god, I hate being blind. Okay, servo is in the center. Okay, we have a servo plugged into 5. We are going to go back to the configurator. Receiver's connected. We're going to check the mixer. Oh, I have no camera again. Have no camera again. Are you kidding me?
Thank you. Situation normal. All fucked up.
This is just, this is not good.
Situation normal. All fucked up.
This is not good. Okay, servo. Servo's connected here. Not moving. It's not moving at all. It's locked, There's power going to it. The servo is locked. The servo's locked into position. I just can't believe this. I can't get this to work. Okay, I know channel 9. Let's look at that. Save and reboot. That's the slider. Where's this servo? I should have this one in my hand. Receiver. So you saw me put it on. Well, look at the mixer again. 6 minutes. We're problem solving for 6 more minutes. I can't fly this plane unless I get the cameras. I mean, I can fly it without, line of sight, but the whole point is to go far away. Channel 9, RC Channel 9. You can see that. We can all see that. We go to the receiver tab. We can see RC Channel 9 is moving. And we can point the camera at the servo that is not moving when I move RC Channel 9. So I am completely baffled. I am completely baffled. In fact, I bet you I could plug in a servo tester into the camera switcher. Let's get back to VTX. What is that, 8? Oh, the camera's offline now. The cameras are offline. Maybe because the VTX is overheated. Okay, well. What we have here is a complete failure. And it is basically the way my entire Wednesday, August 31st, 2022 has gone. It has gone this way since I woke up. So, and people just left. But thanks for watching. And I'm really sorry. I don't think there's much point in going on any further to just make it obvious that I can't get this frickin' thing to work. So there are some issues. I think me dealing with the iNav mixer, I obviously don't like it. I don't think I'm missing something. What if I just wanted to put something on signal 8? What would I do? How do I do that in the mixer? And believe me, I tried going to the command line and faking it out. I tried studying what the S-mix commands were, whatever, in the CLI, in the configuration. No, I am missing something. Either I am missing something or that way it's set up is stupid. I'm just going to say it's stupid. It's stupid. It should not, you should be able to pick exactly which output you want. And you should be able to not put things in the outputs before that. If you have 10 outputs on your flight controller and you want to use output 3, 4, and 10, you should be able to use 3, 4, and 10 without having to put some bullshit in the mixer for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what I'm going to say. That's my rant. And clearly, I hope I'm completely embarrassed and there's something wrong that I'm completely missing. So that's problem 1. The mixer's fucking sucks for this thing that I'm trying to do. And what if I have one of these? That's an F765 wing. This thing has a zillion outputs on it. Do I have to use them in the order that iNav configurator is going to tell me to use them in? That's not cool. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen when I end up using that one. Maybe they'll have it fixed by then, or I'll have figured out that I'm making a fool of myself right now, and that there's nothing wrong. The second issue is obviously there's something clearly wrong maybe with this particular flight controller, and the output mapping isn't working. So we have made zero progress in 2 hours plus time. So for that, I'm embarrassed and I'm sorry. And that's what happens in real life when you're working on this crap and you don't. I mean, it's just little toys. These are toys, really. You can't take it too seriously. It's a toy. And it's not like it's been engineered to be like, you know, these are all people volunteering and everything. I get that. I get it. But anyway, it's not working. And so I'm not going to even go on any further until I solve that problem, because there's a camera in the front. And I could go in there and get the wires all pulled out and pull this thing out and wire it directly up. But I'm committed now to having 3 cameras and a camera switcher. So now I'm gone over time. It's 10 o'clock. So thanks for watching. The future Wednesday live streams will be at 8 o'clock, not 9 o'clock, Central Standard Time, Central Time, whatever it is in the United States here in Kansas, Central Time, 8 o'clock through at least the winter, I'm going to say. And I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I'm going to just kind of meditate over this for a while and see if I can figure it out. We'll be back. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it.